Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the Ringgold Rams. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll welcome you aboard for tonight's high school boys soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages. Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
If you've been injured on the job, you'll want a local attorney you can trust. The attorneys at Davis & Davis live and work right here, representing injured workers for over 40 years. Trust your case to a local, experienced legal team. Trust Davis & Davis.
Back here at Mustang Field, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Ringgold Rams. The Mustangs enter 3-5 overall, 3-5 in conference play. Ringgold sitting both 2-6 overall and 2-6 in the conference. I'm now going to have tonight's starting lineups for you. Welcome back to Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Ringgold Rams. High school soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Now for tonight's starting lineups. Welcome, everyone, to Mustang Field tonight. The Laurel Highlands Department of Athletics presents high school boys soccer as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the Ringgold Rams. Now for tonight's starting lineups, we'll start first with the Ringgold Rams, who entered tonight's game with an overall record of 2-6. Their head coach is Matt Snyder. Starting in goal, a senior, number 01, Jeremy Mullen. Starting on defense, a senior, number 1, Johnny McDuffie. Starting at forward, a senior, number 3, Brandon Jakei. Starting in the midfield, a junior, number 8, Tyler Davis. Also playing midfield, a junior, number 10, Shane Seiler. On defense, a senior, number 13, Brandon O'Connor. Playing midfield, a freshman, number 14, Owen Haywood. On defense, a junior, number 16, Chance Cap-I-Kato. Playing forward, a sophomore, number 19, Aiden Fosnot. Playing forward, a sophomore, number 22, Noah Barno. And rounding out the lineup for the Rams on defense, the senior, number 25, Brendan Vaquero. And now for your Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who entered today 3-5. Jerry Rogers in his 7th year as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs to start at forward, a junior, number 1, Manuel Oliveras. Starting on defense, a junior, number 3, Joey Lemansky. Playing midfield here today, a senior, number 7, Colby Livingston. Also in the midfield, a junior, number 8, Matt Philly Phillips. On defense, a junior, number 11, Ben Diamond. Playing midfield here today, a junior, number 16, Matt Lucas. Playing forward, a junior, number 22, Nico Johns. At midfield, a sophomore, number 25, Harry Radcliffe. On defense, a sophomore, number 30, Ian Hamilton. Playing defense tonight, a junior, number 33, Carson Seaman. And welcome back to the starting lineup, a senior in goal, number 40, Zach Layton. And now we ask everyone to remove their caps and stand for tonight's national anthem. And we'll be back with the start of tonight's match right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Good luck, Mustangs, from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffbar.
We're back here at Mustang Field, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Ringgold Rams. As we mentioned earlier, Laurel Highlands entering 3-5 overall. The Mustangs currently in the fourth and final playoff spot in the conference, a game lead over both the Ringgold Rams and the Albert Gallatin Colonials, who both sit at 2-6 for that fourth and final playoff spot in the conference. Of course, Ringgold has the head-to-head advantage over the Mustangs, defeating Laurel Highlands 1-0 earlier on this year. And in fact, Ringgold's won 4 straight in the series over Laurel Highlands, going all the way back to 2018 when the team split a pair of 1-0 games, with each winning at home. So very important for the Mustangs to get a result here tonight against the Ringgold Rams. No work left to right as we describe it, as Harry Radcliffe touches it back up to Manny Oliveras. The Mustangs playing a 4-4-2 here today. They've moved Colby Livingston back into the midfield along with Matt Lucas, just trying to get some support, as the Mustangs only generated 1 shot in their 1-0 loss at Ringgold earlier on this year. And the work here on the near boundary is Noah Barno fights there with Radcliffe, and the Mustangs send it back on their defensive line off to Carson Seaman. And Seaman back defensively as one of the Mustang center backs here today, along with Ain Hamilton. And Laurel Highlands looking for a little early pressure here down the far wing, leading the rush there once again, Colby Livingston, unable to track it down as the ball goes out of play. Looks like it was last touched by Ringgold going out, possibly here. No, it's going to be a goal kick. Last touch by Colby going out. With a little hesitation we saw there in front of the Ringgold goal, and Jeremy Mullen. We thought it might possibly be a corner kick, but Livingston was the last to touch it going out. So we played a minute, and Mullen will send it away here for the Rams. It'll run up in a pullback. Now we'll send it down the far side as the Rams try to set things up. And again, both of these teams trying to return to form. Ringgold, they've lost 5 of their last 6 matches, and Laurel Highlands enters on a 3-game losing streak as well. And both of these teams trying to fight to get into the WPIAL playoffs. Laurel Highlands looking for their 5th straight trip to the postseason, and Ringgold, they haven't missed out in quite some time as well. In fact, they've made the WPIAL playoffs every year going back to 2009. So both of these schools have been consistent participants in the playoffs. And here's a run from Nico Johns. Johns down the near side, a little poke into the back of the net, and the Mustangs strike first. Less than 2 minutes in, Nico Johns gives the Mustangs a 1-0 lead. It was set up by Matt Lucas. And with 38:09 left here in the first half, Laurel Highlands leads 1-0. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
We're back here at Mustang Field. So Nico Johns getting the goal for Laurel Highlands, just his 2nd of the season. Matt Lucas picks up the assist, and for Matt, it's his 2nd assist of the year. And Laurel Highlands getting off to a much-needed positive start with a goal here in the opening 2 minutes to take a 1-0 lead over the Ringgold Rams. Now Ringgold trying to fight their way back through the midfield. Owen Haywood with a little swing down to Brandon Jakei down the far side. Jakei, one of Ringgold's top goal scorers on the season. Back over to Haywood, trying to sidestep a defender, but an errant pass there, intercepted by Matt Lucas. Here's Lucas looking for a little run up the field. Got knocked down there by Ringgold's Tyler Davis and deflected over to Manny Oliveris. And now Lucas, a little touch forward again to John, settles back over to Matt. Forward there to Colby Livingston. And Colby breaking down the near side, has run slowed down there defensively by Brandon O'Connor of Ringgold. And it's lobbed back forward where Colby Livingston is going to try to play it back there after a little header from Matt Phillips. Rams again pick up possession down the far side. Jakei slowed down there by Hamilton and regaining Owen Haywood again in front of the Mustang bench. 36:50 left here in the first half. The Mustangs leading 1-0 on a Nico Johns goal. Another touch there from Radcliffe. Settled back here on the near side. That was Ben Diamond. Knocked down by Tyler Davis. And the Rams look for an outlet pass forward, or rolls back over to Zach Layton. Again, Layton in goal for the Mustangs for the first time in over 2 weeks. After missing some time due to a concussion he sustained during the Mustangs' loss against Thomas Jefferson here at home 15 days ago. Also was unable to participate in the Mustang football games over the last couple of weeks. Talked to Zach's dad earlier, and he's happy to have his son back in goal for the Mustangs here tonight. Rams send it down, looking for Jakei on the far side. Ian Hamilton slows the run down by sending it out of play. Throw in here for, and I got to rule that one off of Ringgold announced. The Mustangs will take that as Joey Lemansky will fire it back in. Thought Jakei was the last to touch it, but Laurel Highlands will take the break. Let's see if they can take advantage. Carson Seaman trying to spin it back. Sends it over in Layton's direction. He'll lob it back out to Matt Lucas trying to come forward. And Lucas back down the near boundary, and it's spun back there by Ringgold's Noah Barno. Touch back over to Haywood. Far side intended there for Jakei after Shane Seiler had a touch. And Seiler able to regain possession there for the Rams. And they're away whites with black numbers here tonight. The Mustangs in their home reds, white numbers, and those blue shorts. Already coming down to the final week of the conference season. Laurel Highlands will have a couple of road games this week. Actually, this is their final home conference game of the year. Looking at the schedule, the Mustangs will travel to Greensburg-Salem coming up on Thursday and then head to Bell Vernon on Friday, and that play whistled down for the offsides after a nice break from Jakei back into the Mustang zone. Then a game at Albert Gallatin that we're planning on bringing you here on the South Union Township Sports Network coming up next Monday, and that Albert Gallatin game could end up being a win-and-you-get-in situation for the playoffs for either the Mustangs or the Colonials. The Colonials also nipping on the Mustangs' heels, along with Ringgold, a game back of Laurel Highlands for that fourth and final playoff spot in the conference. So certainly a lot on the line here as we enter the final week of the conference season. Oliveris met there by Johnny McDuffie. And the ball deflects out here on the near side. It'll be a Ringgold throw, and then McDuffie will take it. We've played almost 6 minutes. Laurel Highlands leading 1-0 on a Nico Johns goal. Matt Lucas picking up the assist. Headed around a couple of times. Ben Diamond unable to keep it in play. Rams will reload here with Johnny McDuffie. Senior defender. One of 5 Rams seniors in the starting 11 here tonight. Ringgold playing a 4-3-3 here today. Little let down there from Seiler, intercepted by Laurel Highlands in transition again. Up to Colby, listed as a midfielder, but certainly playing up a little bit for the Mustangs here tonight. And Livingston trying to find it again, defending Brandon O'Connor. Sends it wide on the far side as the Rams try to break back out. That's Brandon Jakei again. Mustangs send it out, and Jakei quick throw in. Send it over Owen Haywood, and the Mustangs pick up possession, and Laurel Highlands has controlled a lot of the ball early on in this match through just over 7 minutes. And there's Matt Phillips losing it back there for the Rams. Shane Seiler Touched off on the far side. Another little chip. And cleared out there by Seaman. Colby getting back now. Rams try to set up a little blast there. One hopper. Layton makes the save. Haywood took that shot for the Rams from Ringgold. And Ringgold's had the Mustangs' number as of late. Mentioned 4 straight wins in the series between the two schools going back to 2018. Last time the Mustangs won here at home was that 2018 1-0 decision. They're trying to break back again with Colby Livingston. Lacrosse out in front, just going wide through the box with Manny Oliveras right on the doorstep. It'll be a throw in here for the Mustangs. Let's see where it floated out. It actually did go out to the camera left of the flag, so it will be a corner kick here as Harry Radcliffe will take it. Mustangs look for the break inside the box. Line drive kick goes all the way through on the backside. Matt Lucas will try to track it down. And Lucas able to keep possession there for the Mustangs. Back to Philly, feeling a little pressure. Matt Phillips down to Harry again, and here's Radcliffe on the near side. A little chip from 25. Headed back out there by O'Connor. Deflected back again to Lucas, and Lucas between defenders sends it wide here on the near side, and that will certainly be a Ringgold goal kick. With 31:08 left here in the first half, the lone first half goal coming less than 2 minutes in. Nico John scoring at the 38:09 mark of the first half. Matt Lucas the assist. Give Laurel Highlands a 1-0 lead over the Ringgold Rams. Brian Rozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Mustang Athletic Director Mark John in the house tonight as well. That one rolling back to Zach Layton. Tries to clear on the far side. Rams win the ball back there again with O'Connor. Touched back by Phillips. Looking for Radcliffe. And knocked down there by Haywood and deflected out here on the near side for a Mustang throw-in. Ben Diamond reloads over to Oliveras. A little misplay. So the Rams will get possession back. Johnny McDuffie will send it back in. McDuffie, nice throw there. Down the near boundary, but headed back out by Diamond as McDuffie was looking there for Owen Haywood. O'Connor plays hacky sack with it. Little touch there from Seiler on the back line now to Brendan Vaccaro. Rams look to break again. Jake I, the cross out in front. Look out there. A little contact there on Layton. No call. We play on. And Layton certainly got chipped there on the break towards the goal. And I think that was either Fosnot or Barno that got a piece of him. Mustangs now with a throw in front of the Rams bench. Ringgold only about 5 available subs. Not much depth on their roster. In fact, the two schools did not play a junior varsity game earlier. Surprised to see the numbers down for a Rams program, as we said, it's been historically strong. In the WPIAL playoffs every year going all the way back to 2009. On the little possession exchange there, Lemansky will get it back here for a Mustang throw-in. Again, Matt Snyder in his first year as the Rams head coach. Brett Colagiovanni, his top assistant. It's a name and a half there. Nathaniel Patton, also an assistant on the Rams team. Lob back in here again to Seiler. Double teamed. And Patrick Hickel sends it back there for the Mustangs and had a play on the far side. And a Rams change with 28-16 left here in the first half. New entry 26, Zach Alvarez. Sophomore forward. Seeing his first match action. Off the Ringgold bench. Mustangs with the ball again. Down to Oliveras. Oliveira's down the near wing, crosses back to his left, was headed there by Owen Haywood, not out, and then just sent wide by Nico Johns, looking for an early brace for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands making another change. Looks like Johns will take a seat after some solid play here in the opening 12 and a half minutes. Colby Livingston back in as the Mustangs have shuffled a couple of guys here early on. Brought Hickel in defensively, moved Lucas up a little bit on the field. No play there from McDuffie, knocked down there by Radcliffe on Oliveris. Now over to Colby, spins off a defender, comes free in the box. Colby Livingston with the ball rolling just wide on the far side. Colby coming very close to giving the Mustangs a 2-0 lead, but they will have a corner kick here as Joey Lemansky will put it down. So a good start for the Mustangs, plenty of pressure, already a goal on the board. Now Lemansky to take a corner kick with 26:42 left here in the first half. Gets a little height on that one, going for the header out in front. To the top of the 18, Radcliffe looking for it. Tries to settle it back over to Joey. Again, chips right out in front this time. Jeremy Mullen able to grab it down and make the save there for the Rams. Now Mullen to blast it out. Goes over Radcliffe. Headed back there by Alvarez. Now Seiler will settle it back there for Ringgold. Almost 14 minutes in. Jake guy down the far side. Run slowed down there by Hickel. Owen Haywood again with a low shot and a diving save from Zach Layton. To the freshman Haywood. Has done a nice job seeing some of the ball here for the Rams early on. And the first time that we've seen Layton really tested so far in this match, up to the challenge early on. Lucas, touch there from Radcliffe. Back over to Seaman. Now Joey Lemansky. A couple of Rams around him, able to keep it alive. Up to Oliveris. On the chip forward. Colby trying to track it down. Defended nicely there by Aiden Fosnot. They move Fosnot around on the field a little bit today as well. He's actually listed as a starting forward, and now they have him back on the defensive line for the Ringgold Rams. Mustangs send it wide here on the near side to Lucas. Here's Matt Lucas with a little run up. Try to set it off to his left there to Oliveris. Coming with support forward there, Radcliffe. Play whistled down. What do we got? They will call the foul here on the Rams, and Jerry and I were actually talking about this earlier. Why was the advantage not played? You had Radcliffe with a clean run, and the play whistled down, and the Mustangs kind of losing the advantage there that Radcliffe had gained despite the foul. Let that go on and then blow it back later on if the Rams get control. Let's see where they're going to put it down at. About 40 yards from goal. It'll be Radcliffe to take it. Harry, nice little blast. Will go wide, though, on the far side. Another situation, again, where Laurel Highlands kind of had an odd man break coming forward. Weren't able to take advantage of that. Quick change here for the Rams, checking out Owen Haywood. And checking in, 19. Aiden Fosnot back in. Fosnot, I think, was on the bench for about 30 seconds there for the Rams. They've shuffled some personnel. Settled back down to Lucas. Up to Phillips. Trying to work around Tyler Davis. Over to Colby. Good ball into the box again, and this time scooped up by the keeper Jeremy Mullen. But the Mustangs have had some nice runs and some good through balls here early on in the opening 16 and a half minutes, leading 1-0. Have certainly had the better of the scoring opportunities here at home against the Ringgold Rams. Hard to believe if you go back and look at the first meeting between these two schools. And Laurel Highlands had only one shot on goal in that entire match with the Rams. Again, just conceding one goal, but the scoring opportunities were just not there. In talking to both of the Mustang head coaches, Jerry Rogers Sr. and assistant Jerry Rogers Jr., the emphasis tonight was getting more scoring opportunities. And I think they actually tried to do that by putting more strength in the midfield here with Lucas, Phillips, Livingston, and Radcliffe consisting of the four in the midfield for the Mustangs, playing this 4-4-2 here today. And just trying to set up some opening opportunities, and they already have done that on the Johns goal and have had some other scoring opportunities as well. Lemansky, nice chip forward there to Oliveras. Ruled on sides as Manny comes forward, trying to send it back to Lucas, and McDuffie trying to clear it out there for the Rams. It's skied back into the midfield where Phillips sends it off to Ben Diamond. Diamond feeling some pressure there from Zach Alvarez, and Alvarez a little touch, but the Mustangs again gain control. And you look at time of possession in this match, certainly has to be, I'd say, 70-30 in favor of the Mustangs, if not more. Back down to Colby on the far side, a little cross that's deflected down and out of play. Will be a corner kick here for Laurel Highlands. Another Mustang change with 21:42 left here in the first half. Take a quick time out here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Back here at Mustang Field, Mustangs up 1-0. Joey Lemansky on the corner kick. Sending it out in front. Seaman trying to knock it down. Now Radcliffe, a little turn and a shot. And a big diving save there from Jeremy Mullen. Mullen robbing Harry Radcliffe. And again, the Mustangs with activity inside the 18-yard box. Radcliffe was able to capitalize on that opportunity. And now a whistle. Foul here on Laurel Highlands. Might have been a dangerous play defensively. Maybe from Diamond. I think he got that spike a little high. Rams free kick coming back. About 50 yards from goal. Johnny McDuffie lining up here on the near side. I'll see Brandon O'Connor in the back. McDuffie takes it. Goes right towards the goal where it's headed there by Matt Lucas, then helped along by Diamond, and now Lucas again trying to work it out of the zone. Nice little heel back there from Chance Capicato. McDuffie another touch. And a little space here in front from Alvarez on the chip. J.K. trying to chase it down, and Zach Layton able to send it out for the Mustangs. Low ball coming forward there to Livingston. Colby on the settle. Feeling a little pressure there from Aiden Fosnot. Wins it back for the Rams. Fosnot down the far wing. J.K. too far. And out. There's Patrick Hickle. Didn't get the start tonight, but has been in there for most of the match. He'll fire it in. Touch back there by Shane Seiler. Over to Fosnot. And now J.K. again. Again, Hickle slows down the run. Another substitution here for the Rams. A long run for this change. Checking out Noah Barno. And back in Owen Haywood. As Alvarez takes the throw in. Over to J.K. Centered out in front. Bodied there by Lucas, who clears it. Back to the Rams defensive line. Brandon O'Connor tracks it back down. A little pressure there from Lemansky, trying to win it back there for the Mustangs. Rams with possession for the moment. A little lob back going off of Ian Hamilton and won there by Shane Seiler. Down to J.K. on the far side. Brandon J.K. A little pause. Center out in front looking for Fosnot. Fosnot now their top of the 18, fighting back. Sends it off to his left, and Alvarez sends it into the back of the net. So Zach Alvarez getting the feed from Aiden Fosnot, and the Rams have tied things up at 1 with 18:30 left here in the first half. Take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends. Back here at Mustang Field, Zach Alvarez tying this match up at 1 at the 18:30 mark of the first half. Aiden Fosnot with the assist. Alvarez, who did not start the match, coming off the bench, the sophomore, getting the game-tying goal now for the Rams, and we're all square with 18:15 left before halftime. So a little momentum change in this match, a first half that has been controlled for the most part by the Mustangs, but Alvarez sneaking one past Zach Layton there to tie things up. And now a throw in here from the near side from Johnny McDuffie. Headed back out there by Radcliffe. Let's see how the Mustangs regroup after conceding their first of the night. See if they can seize some of the momentum back. It'll leave down on the far side, intercepted there by Lemansky. Trying to send it forward to Nico Johns, never got his way. Good breakup from Chance Capicato. Lucas coming back. Going down was Radcliffe. Then collided there with Capicato. And the foul's going to go here on the Mustangs, Radcliffe. So a free kick coming back here for the Rams. It'll be Brandon O'Connor lining up to take it. O'Connor, the senior defender. 5 seniors, 3 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman on the Rams starting 11 here tonight. O'Connor takes it from 40 yards out on the chip. A little action there in the box, and the Mustangs with a clear. Headed back again by O'Connor. Mustangs try to break on the counterattack, but can't keep possession. Rams, though, too wide. Trying to send it back in Alvarez's direction. It really has played great off the bench for Ringgold so far tonight. Sometimes get a player like Alvarez is the spark plug you need off the bench. I think that was a dive there from Fosnot. Referee saw it that way as well. Ringgold, though, able to keep control. Coming back here, Jakai, look out. Jakai, top of the 18, try to set it off to his right. Broken up there. Radcliffe skies it back over to Nico Johns. Looking for the center back to Phillips. Rams again control and go wide here on the near side. Alvarez trying to win possession back. On the reset, here is Tyler Davis. Swung back on the far side. A little chip from Shane Seiler. Another blast going just wide of Zach Layton. So Ringgold certainly has taken on a little more of the ball here over the last couple of minutes. And now tied this match at 1. And I've gotten a lot of activity around the Mustang senior keeper, Zach Layton. And Leighton to clear it out. Headed down there by Seiler. Lemansky looking for control. Down to Johns. Looking to send it forward here to Colby Livingston. And here's Colby with Mullen way out. Colby trying to center back. Colby still with inside the box. Leaves it out in front, looking for Lemansky. Lemansky goes down off the deflection. Lucas gets it back top of the box. Looked like he was fouled, and now they will call it. So the Mustangs will have a free kick here just outside the 18-yard box, coming just as we go under the 15-minute mark of this first half. Laurel Highlands with that opportunity created by the nice run down the far wing from Colby Livingston. And Jeremy Mullen coming way out defensively, trying to cut down Livingston's angle. And now Lucas fouled, and he'll have a free kick here from 23 yards out. He's been deadly in these spots so far this year. Sends it right into the wall this time. Will get it back, try to come forward, and he spun down on the play. No foul there, and the Rams blast back on the counter. Seaman knocks it down. Goes in open space, or the chip is played forward again by Tyler Davis. Looking for Alvarez. Stolen back there by Carson Seaman. Carson going through Phillips. And the Rams will poke back. Carson gets it again over to Joey Lemansky, trying to break Nico Johns. Rams wanted an offsides call, never got in Nico's direction. Joey finds it again down on the far side. Joey Lemansky again looking for a cross, went off of a ram and out. The throw in here for Laurel Highlands. Into Nico, now over to Joey again. Now Nico again on the cross out in front, cleared out there, Brandon O'Connor. Mustangs try to chase it down. Aiden Fosnod, who's back in more of a midfield role now. Fouled there by Harry Radcliffe. Free kick here for the Rams with 13:35 left here in the first half, and this match tied at 1. Tyler Davis comes forward here for Ringgold. A little collision. Matt Phillips trying to win the ball back there for the Mustangs. Run quickly slowed. Radcliffe trying to regain. Touch there from Lucas. Poked out a play there by McDuffie. Matt will fire it back in. Trying to get it up to Nico Johns again. The Capicato defending, and Chance will send it out on the far side. Lemansky back into Phillips. Ball goes off his body as Philly comes forward. Phillips a little open space here, trying to come wide on the near side. Little touchdown. Wasn't on the same page there as Lucas or Livingston. And it's cleared back to Carson Seaman. The center back Seaman trying to work his way up the field. A good run here from Carson Seaman. Look out. Carson Seaman helped there by Johns, looking for the give and go. Carson stays with it over to Joey. Healed back by Carson over in Joey's direction again. Will go through and out on the far side. Last touch going out by Brendan Vaquero. Lemansky to take the throw in. 12-17 left here in a 1-1 game. First half action for Mustang Field. A little chip back in Livingston's direction. Looking for the clear out, and a big blast just going wide from Harry Radcliffe. Yeah, goal kick here for the Rams. Jeremy Mullen to take it. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Whether you're watching on Atlantic Broadband Channel 17, Armstrong Channel 61, on our YouTube page by searching South Union TV. Welcome you aboard tonight. Here's Matt Lucas, back to Matt Phillips. Dean Hamilton. Now Lucas again. Now line forward. Deflected back out to Shane Seiler. On the run back up, looking for Alvarez here on the near wing. Diamond sends it high. Radcliffe looks to knock it down. Seiler gets possession back. Low line drive. Look out here. Alvarez offsides. Alvarez offsides on the through ball attempt there from Ringgold. Boy, is Alvarez quick. Again, just the spark plug the Rams needed. You can sense, since he's been in the match, certainly created More offense for Ringgold. Johns was held, stays with it. Nico Johns looking for his second of the night. Just misses wide here on the near side. Looked like Johns was certainly obstructed with. Trying to come forward, and now he'll check out. Manny Oliveira is back in for Laurel Highlands. 10:25 left here in the first half. Johns got the opener at the 38:09 mark. Lucas on the assist, made it 1-0 Laurel Highlands. Alvarez coming back on the Fosnot assist at the 18:30 mark of the first half. That's where we sit right now, tied at 1. Approaching the half-hour mark in this match. Big collision there. Phillips went down. Staying with it, Oliveras. Over to Lucas here on the near wing. Lucas works back off to his left with O'Connor defending, and O'Connor wins the ball there for the Rams and sends it out here on the near side, trying to feed it off to Alvarez. Ben Diamond takes the throw-in. Over to Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe rotates back there to Lucas. Touch there from Alvarez. Back to Lucas. Look out here. Nice run from Lucas on the cross out in front. On the backside, went right through Joey Lemansky. Lemansky able to regain on the far side. Mustangs keep possession for now. Trying to spin it off. Back to Patrick Hickle, who lost the handle there for the Mustangs. And Ringgold trying to find it back through the midfield. On the race forward, Matt Phillips getting possession back there for the Mustangs. Down to Lucas again. Matt Lucas off to his left. Plays it back there to Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe touched there by Lemansky. Looking for another run. Lemansky low ball. Oliveras, knocks it down. And Manny losing it there off the initial touch from Haywood. Cleared back by O'Connor. And again, the Mustangs able to regain back through the midfield. Oliveras trying to come forward. Spun back off it again by Owen Haywood. Again, knocked down there by Radcliffe. Harry comes forward. Sidesteps Haywood. Tries to chip it down on the far side. And a little blast into the side of the net there from Colby Livingston. To Colby, another nice run. Came into the night leading the Mustangs with 5 goals scored so far this year. And talking to Laurel Highlands head coach Jerry Rogers, he said one of the issues certainly has been goal production. He did not think that was going to be a problem coming into the season, but Livingston, through 8 matches, the Mustangs leading goal scorer with just 5 so far in the season. Lucas with 4, but of course Matt's missed some time due to injury so far this year as well. Oliveras with 3, and Carson Seaman also with 3. And that's it as far as multiple goal scorers for the Mustangs so far this season. Actually, Nico Johns just got his second of the year earlier on tonight on that goal less than 2 minutes into the match. But the Mustangs have been quiet in the scoring department since. Now things locked up here at 1. And the Rams will have a free kick. And Brandon O'Connor will take it. O'Connor about 49 yards from goal. Blasted down here for Ringgold. Headed there by Lucas. Phillips able to get possession back. Well, give and go, but miscommunication there. On a little feed there from Seaman. It'll be McDuffie to take the throw-in. Now the Rams change as Capicano will check out. I'm trying to see who the new entry is. It's Jakei back in, number 3. And Brandon back on the field a little bit more now as a center back. We'll see if they'll bring him up the pitch. As things progress, Jakei started on the front line for Ringgold along with Aiden Fosnot and Noah Barno. It was Tyler Davis, Shane Seiler, and Owen Haywood in the midfield with McDuffie, O'Connor, Capicano, and Vaquero in the back with Mullen in goal. That's how things started this evening for the Ringgold Rams. The Mustangs switching from a 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2 here tonight. Started with Oliveras and Johns up top with Livingston, Phillips, Lucas, and Radcliffe in the midfield, and Lemansky, Diamond, Hamilton, and Seaman in the back, but they've rotated that formation already a little so far tonight as we've played about 34 minutes. Ian Hamilton back defensively there for the Mustangs. Will come forward and then send it out to Matt Phillips. Mustangs trying to break out of their own zone. Back to Carson Seaman. Lucas. He'll settle back to Ben. No, check that's Caleb Yanosky just checked in. Yanosky getting his first touch of the night, number 2. Checked in for Ben Diamond. Off the body of Matt Lucas. Lucas fighting for positioning. Got to work around Jake-I. Goes off to the left, looking for Radcliffe, and cleared back on the other side by Shane Seiler. Nice little run here from the Rams, but just losing the ball too much off of his foot there with Shane Seiler. Layton rolling it back out to Carson Seaman. Carson with Juras Stasko defending. Stasko just checking in. 4:45 left in a 1-1 match before halftime. Good through ball here looking for Livingston. A nice defense on a clear out there from Fosnot. Lemansky firing it in. Off the body of Radcliffe. Back to Joey on the far wing. Joey on the cross out in front. Caleb Yanosky's there. Couldn't keep control. Deflected off to Matt Phillips. Goes low again over to Matt Lucas here on the near wing. Pulls back to his left. Now looks to run forward. A little line drive went off the back of Oliveras. Lucas gets it back again. Fights off here on the near side. Here's Matt Lucas. Working back off to his left. Crosses out in front. Ball pinballs around before it's scooped up by the Ringgold keeper, Jeremy Mullen, who hasn't seen nearly as much action recently as he did when this match started. The Mustangs were buzzing for the opening 10 minutes. Just got the Johns goal. Now the Mustangs have gone about 36 minutes without one, after Nico scored 151 into the match. Here's Matt Phillips. Down again to Lucas. Forward looking here for Oliveras. Oliveras, side of the box. Here's Manny Oliveras. Oliveras, a little open space, low shot there. Not a lot of velocity on it. Was knocked down and then sent out a play there by the Rams. I think Manny wanted to get a little more on that shot than he did. Now Oliveras will get it back again. It's poked out. Yanosky to take the throw-in. Headed along there from Lucas on the backside. Look out. Scooped up again by Jeremy Mullen. 2:52 left here in the first half. Mullen sends it sky high. Seaman knocks it down. Off on the near wing to Caleb Yanosky. Yanosky off to his left. Over to Harry Radcliffe. Looking for Colby Livingston. Livingston tripped up. We play on. Ball goes out on the far side off of Ringgold and out. Mustang throwing with 2:20 left here in the first half. It's been fun to watch. Competitive on both sides. And 1-1 on the scoreboard right now. Lucas off to Yanosky, who's certainly seen some time a little farther up the field than maybe he's been accustomed to so far this season. Rams blast back. Going forward here to Ryan Cole, another new entry into the match on the Rams side. Yanosky finds it again here on the near side. Losing it off to Ben Daskovic. Daskovic also seeing his first match action of the night. Far side, Lemansky. And Joey battling in front of the Ringgold bench. Ball goes out of play. Mustangs making a late change here in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Sent back to the top of the 18. Or goes wide here to Matt Lucas. Lucas playing it back there to Carson Seaman. Now the Rams a little poke with 1:17 left here in the first half. On the break, Ryan Cole. Good defense there from Yanosky to slow down the run. 1:06 left here in the first half. McDuffie will fire it back in on the throw-in.
1 minute remaining in the half.
Daskovic had a touch there for the Rams. Oliveras able to get control back. Over to Matt Lucas. No one home on that intended pass, which was directed towards Joey Lemansky. Rams again gain possession. Stasko tries to come wide there of Oliveras. Mustangs knock it down with 30 seconds left here in the first half. Ian Hamilton off to Lucas. Lucas down the near wing. Sidesteps Jakai. Tries to go between defenders. Knocked down there by Lemansky. 15 seconds left here in the first half. Again cleared out. Phillips knocks it down. Matt Phillips with Ryan Cole defending. Comes back here with 5 seconds left. Seaman. Mustangs looking for a shot, not going to get it. We'll go to halftime with this match tied at 1. Laurel Highlands and Ringgold are back to recap the first half scoring for you in a moment. You're listening to high school soccer and watching high school soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Good luck, Mustangs, from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffbar.
We're back here at Mustang Field, just about ready for the second half. 1-1, Laurel Highlands and Ringgold all knotted up here at halftime. We mentioned coming in pretty much a must-win game for both teams to keep playoff hopes alive, especially on the Laurel Highlands side. You consider that Ringgold already has won the head-to-head with the Mustangs with a 1-0 win earlier on this year. If they would win here tonight, they'd have that advantage over Laurel Highlands, with the two teams that end up being tied for the fourth and final playoff spot in the conference. In the second half underway with now the Rams working left to right as we describe it. Brendan Vaccaro sending it forward there, and a touch to Tyler Davis, and then lost here on the near side by Brandon Jakai. And it will be Joey Lemansky to take the throw-in. This one of 4 games involving conference teams going on tonight. Greensburg-Salem at Bell Vernon. Thomas Jefferson at Uniontown. Of course, that game does not count as far as the conference standings are concerned. And Trinity at Albert Gallatin. The Hillers at 6-2. Albert Gallatin a game back of Laurel Highlands for the final playoff spot in the conference. So that game will certainly interest the Mustangs tonight as well. Here's Matt Phillips down on the far side to Matt Lucas. And the Mustangs have lost 4 straight in this series with Ringgold. Laurel Highlands assistant Jerry Rogers Jr. told me earlier is hoping to use that towards motivation here tonight. The Mustangs certainly started strong with a goal less than 2 minutes in. Ringgold able to rally back and get the equalizer from Alvarez off the Ringgold bench to tie things up at 1, and that's where we sit here in the opening 90 seconds of the second half as Shane Seiler on a little lob down here in the near wing off the head of Jakai and rolled back to the Mustang keeper, Zach Layton. Brian Rozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Again, we thank you for joining us here tonight on the South Union Township Sports Network. And Nico John's opening goal of the match at the 38:09 mark. Matt Lucas the assist. Alvarez tying things up on the goal that was assisted by Aiden Fosnot. Here's Ian Hamilton. All pinballing off there to Nico Johns. And Nico, nice little run down here on the near side. And they're going to get Nico on a push. Looked like more of a dive from the defender. That was Tyler Davis defending. Mustang fans not liking that call. Rams blasted back from Jeremy Mullen, their keeper. Over to Jake I. Off on the far side to Alvarez, and lost back there to Carson Seaman. Mustangs on the counterattack. Seaman through the midfield. Here's Carson Seaman, has Livingston off to his left, stays with it though himself, touches back to Oliveras, and it'll go through Johns and out on the far side. Livingston was breaking free to the left of Seaman on that run, and I was surprised he didn't send it his way. So he had some open space. Jeremy Mullen will take the goal kick. Sends it back towards center. Touch there from Livingston. Harry Radcliffe knocks it down. And angles in front of the Mustang bench. Will go out of play. Rams try to come back there with Fosnot. Mustangs win possession back again to Matt Phillips. Settled off to Joey Lemansky, who comes forward. Touches off there again to Oliveras. Back to Radcliffe. Mustangs set it up now to Colby. Colby Livingston down on the far side. Nice move there around McDuffie, but ran too far. Ran out of real estate there on the far side. McDuffie takes another throw in here coming back. Mentioned the schedule ahead for Laurel Highlands. Game at Greensburg-Salem Thursday. Under the lights Saturday night at Bell Vernon. They're wrapping up the conference slate at Albert Gallatin. We'll have that Albert Gallatin match for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network, which could end up deciding a playoff spot in the conference. Mustangs want to take care of business here against the Rams first. Not rely on help coming down the stretch. Mustangs controlling their own destiny right now, and that shot sent wide by Harry Radcliffe. Looking at the schedule the rest of the way in the conference for the Ringgold Rams. After this one, Ringgold will travel to TJ. And that game will be under the lights on Saturday night, and then have games next week at home against Trinity and at Greensburg-Salem. Greensburg-Salem below the Rams in the standings at 1-6 in the conference. Conference top heavy with Bell Vernon entering play tonight at 8-0. Trinity at 6-2, Thomas Jefferson at 6-3, and then the Mustangs at 3-5 in the fourth and final playoff spot in the conference. Here's Carson Seaman, another nice run coming forward. Carson on the far wing. Now double teamed on that far side. Needs a cross here. Tries to come between defenders and just lost the ball. Now the Rams coming back again. Jake I off of his body. Trying to come wide on Lemansky. A little shove there. We play on. 3 for the Rams, 3 for the Mustangs. Jake I chipped coming forward. Look out here. Fosnot on the doorstep. And it's Leighton on the cover. Well set up by Jake I. Trying to free up the sophomore Fosnot, who's already factored in on one of the Rams' goals so far tonight. Played almost 6 minutes here in the second half. This match still tied at 1. Here's Colby Livingston. Nice job there to stay with it. Down to Nico Johns, and that little outlet a little bit too far there, and the run slowed by Tyler Davis, who sends it out on the near side. Colby Livingston back to Matt Phillips, excuse me. And chipped out again there by Jake, who's covered a lot of ground here tonight
for the Bell Vernon Leopards. That one lobbed in by Brennan Vaccaro. Sent back down the field. Where Matt Phillips finds it again there for the Mustangs. Down to Matt Lucas. Lucas working back off to his left. Phillips again. Phillips off on the far side. Has Seiler on his back, and Phillips gets knocked down. Should be a free kick here for the Mustangs. Fouled there by the junior midfielder Shane Seiler. Harry Radcliffe to take this free kick for the Mustangs, 35 yards out. As we go under the 33-minute mark of the second half as far as time remaining. Radcliffe on the poke, looking for the header there from Lucas, just sent it too high. Well drawn up. But the Mustangs unable to take advantage there in front of Jeremy Mullen. Quick change for the Rams as Alvarez takes a quick seat. Trying to check here on the new entry as well. That one knocked down by Radcliffe. Another little poke by Harry. Played back there by Seiler, looking for Jake-I. Matt Lucas finds it. 21, Mark Pellegrino. New entry in the Rams lineup, and Pellegrino loses it there to Matt Phillips. Trying to touch it off there to Matt Lucas. Lucas, low ball, looking for Nico Johns. Deflected off there by Fosnot. And sent out of play. Mustangs getting set to make another change. We'll take a quick timeout. 1-1, Mustangs and the Rams here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Back here at Mustang Field, Manny Oliveris. Send it back in for Laurel Highlands. Down to Lucas, edge of the zone, crosses out in front. And again, scooped up by Jeremy Mullen. Laurel Highlands had Josh Proud, who just checked in on the doorstep. Proud looking for his first point of the season for Laurel Highlands. As Mullen blasts back there for the Rams. Chipped there by Fosnot. And Mustangs getting control there again from Hamilton. Lost it for a moment to Pellegrino. And then Manny Oliveira sends it off to Matt Lucas. Lucas on the run. Trying to cross out in front and cleared back there by Shane Seiler and out of play. Ben Diamond to take this quick throw in. Back in Lucas's direction. Again lost the handle. And the Rams again pick up control. Fosnot trying to dump it down to the far side. Looking for Capicado. Lost it out of play. Ben Diamond on the lob back. Found the body there of Radcliffe for a moment. Where Fosnot was able to get back control. Trying to lead the run. Jake-I trying to add some pressure there on Layton. And Zach sends it off to Colby Livingston. Colby down to Joey Lemansky. Joey trying to set it up down the near boundary. Looking to push it forward. Josh Proud couldn't find it. A little misplay coming back from the Rams. They try to counter there, sending it off to Jake-I. Went wide, and Radcliffe will hand off to Joey Lemansky to take another throw in here for the Mustangs. 29-32 left here in the second half. Match still tied at 1. Ringgold and Laurel Highlands here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Jake Guy with a triangle around him. Somehow kept possession for his team. Up to Pellegrini. Circled back to Fosnot again. Pressure there from Phillips. Wins the ball back for the Mustangs on the counter. Here's Matt Phillips. Odd man break here for Laurel Highlands. Off on his right. That's Oliveras. Went through Josh Proud as he tried to work it off to his left, and Proud had a little open space. Just couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. Shane Seiler coming back. Played forward up to Aiden Fosnot. Back here to Owen Haywood. No one home on the backside as it'll roll off to Zach Layton. Now for the Mustang back line. Carson Seaman jogs it out. Pressure from Fosnot, gets around him. Comes forward. And slowed down there by Johnny McDuffie. Played back to Phillips. Look out here. Mustangs almost getting a little sloppy. Save back to Layton. That was Pellegrini with the pressure. Oliveras trying to spin it back for the Mustangs. Manny back on it. From the backside, it was Owen Haywood that slowed down the run. Ian Hamilton. Over to Colby. Too far for Joey Lemansky. Throw in here for Vaquero. Short lob. Knocked down by Lemansky. They get Lemansky, I think, for a foul here on Pellegrini. Free kick here for the Rams. 27-22 left here in the second half. Things have settled down a bit. Brandon O'Connor to take this throw in for Ringgold. Nice blast. Went off the head there of Stasko, and the Mustangs find it. Harry Radcliffe. His run slowed down. No step in there from Ryan Cole. Back to Jake-I. Radcliffe trying to work out of his own zone, battling there with Haywood. Radcliffe finds it. Down to Matt Lucas. Gets around McDuffie. Lucas staying with it for Laurel Highlands. Off on the left. Fronted there by Seiler. A little chip forward, no one home. Cleared back out for the Rams. Look out here. Jake-I on his horse on the attack. Goes back to Layton. Little poke in Joey Lemansky's direction. Joey down the near wing. Coming forward through Colby Livingston and lob back here by the Rams. Ian Hamilton. Send it back to the keeper, Layton. And Layton on the blast down on the far side. Over the head of Matt Lucas. Now Lucas from the midfield. Setting it up here for the Mustangs. Lucas spinning back on the leave here for Lemansky. Lemansky down the near boundary. Lemansky back off to his right. Settled back there by Radcliffe on the give and go. Harry getting it back. A little open space. Look out. Harry just sending it high and wide on the far side. Good opportunity there for the Mustangs. Looks like it was deflected, so it will be a corner kick from the far corner flag. Radcliffe to take it. Goes low. Oliveras trying to knock it down. Lucas top of the 18. Poke back out. Patrick Hickel settles it down. Hickel sidesteps a man. Comes forward and then got ran down on the play. Pressure there from Shane Seiler. No foul called. Mustangs regain possession on the far side again with Matt Lucas. Lucas flipped down. This time we have a foul. So things starting to get a little chippy. You'd expect that in a 1-1 game between conference opponents. 24:47 left in regulation time. Harry Radcliffe to take this free kick from 33 yards out. Radcliffe on the little poke, headed there by Lucas. And on the doorstep, Oliveras covered by Mullen. And Mullen rolls it out on the far side. Over to McDuffie. Try to get around Radcliffe and send it out of play into the Mustang bench. Ben Diamond takes this throw in. Over to Matt Lucas. Feeling the pressure there from Owen Haywood. Stays with it. Lucas off to his left. A little chip back and leave there for Lemansky. Over to Lucas again. Matt Lucas on the hold. Now pushes back off to his right to Matt Phillips. Phillips back to his left to Lucas again. Those two trying to set it up. Now Lucas coming forward. Again, Seiler on his back. Nice little leave here. Off to Livingston, who blasted off the post. What a shot there from Colby. Set it off to the post to the right of the keeper, Jeremy Mullen. And almost was able to bend that one in. Need a little more English on it. It's on the back line to Hamilton. Safe play there with Fosnot on his shoulder. Sending it back in Layton's direction. The Mustangs senior keeper blasts it back to center. Knocked down by Seiler. Deflected off to Matt Phillips. 23-17 left in regulation. This match tied at 1. Laurel Highlands and Ringgold. And really a must-win game for both teams. Mustangs at 3-5. Ringgold at 2-6. Laurel Highlands a game lead for that fourth and final playoff spot in the conference. But a Rams win would give Ringgold the tiebreaker over Laurel Highlands for that final playoff spot if the two teams would end up being tied at the end of the regular season. Couple of changes here. We'll take a quick timeout. This match tied at 1 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
If you've been injured on the job, you'll want a local attorney you can trust. The attorneys at Davis & Davis live and work right here, representing injured workers for over 40 years. Trust your case to a local, experienced legal team. Trust Davis & Davis.
We're back underway. Ringgold with the ball after the throw-in. Mustangs looking to gain it back. McDuffie up to Jakei. Now a touch there from Ben Daskovic. Another entry in, and the Rams looking for a run here down the far wing. And some good pressure there from Chance Capicato. Run out of play off of the Mustangs and out. Capicato will put it down. Looks like it'll be McDuffie to take the throw in. Johnny McDuffie, senior defender, coming up here looking for a big throw into the box. McDuffie, nice blast. Look out here, backside open. The Rams still a little energy here inside the 18. Trying to set it up. Seiler had it knocked away. Mustangs win the ball back. Harry Radcliffe on the counterattack. Radcliffe back off to his left. Low ball looking for Oliveras. Trying to get around O'Connor. Was looking for Livingston. It rolls back again to Jeremy Mullen. Mullen skies it high. It's been a fun one to watch. Match tied at 1. Ringgold and Laurel Highlands here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Both teams pretty much at full strength here tonight, too. Here's Phillips. Down the far side to Colby Livingston. Might have been a handball there, not called off of O'Connor, who clears it out on the far side. That one looked like it got up a little high. Mustangs quickly reload. Livingston sends it down there to Tim Lasik. The freshman just checked in. He's given the Mustangs some good minutes off the bench so far in the season. Laurel Highlands losing it out of play there, and it'll be McDuffie. Johnny McDuffie taking the throw-in. Another nice leave down the far line, but Carson Seaman wins it back for the Mustangs. Up to Harry Radcliffe. Radcliffe on the break. Sends it off to his left to Joey Lemansky. And now Seaman. Carson trying to come forward, just lost the ball. Radcliffe goes high. Headed back again by Carson. Looking for Joey there in the box. Mansky able to get it back here again, 25 yards out. Poked back, look out here, a little pressure from Daskovic on the Ringgold side, and Daskovic getting the deflection. And Patrick Hickle lets it go. He'll take the throw and needs a couple of reinforcements coming back here to get possession for the Mustangs. They make another change. Oliveris checking out. Nico Johns back in on the Mustang front line. Senior Patrick Hickle taking this throw-in. Hickle on the lob, headed there by Lemansky. Chip from Alvarez. Played off there by Capicato. Looking for Jakei. Off of the Mustangs and out on the far side. And Brandon Jakei. A leave here for McDuffie on another throw-in as we go under 19 minutes left here in the second half. McDuffie again to take it. And he can send it in the box from here. McDuffie, another good throw-in. Mustangs try to head it out, and Matt Lucas finds it. Has two Mustangs ahead. Will chip down to the far side. Colby Livingston will try to track it down or roll back to the keeper, Mullen, who will sky it high. Lemansky finds it, looking for Johns, and again sent in the air by O'Connor. Here's Matt Phillips. On his shoulder, Owen Haywood going low to Colby Livingston. And defending and sending it out, Tyler Davis. Another throw-in, this time from Lucas. Into Nico Johns. Nico inside the box. And blasted all the way up, I think, to the high school that time from Livingston. Went a mile. Goal kick here for Mullen. As we go under 18 minutes in a 1-1 match here in the second half. Line drive knocked down by Radcliffe. Over to Phillips. Take the safe route. Back to Layton. From the Mustang keeper. Goes up to Carson Seaman. Left down for Radcliffe. And now played towards Lemansky. Joey Lemansky, the cross out in front and deflected out of play. Mustang throwing. Radcliffe takes it. Top of the box, Lucas goes low through Johns and wide of the goal. Nico needed a deflection back off to his right. Didn't get it. Mullen, another goal kick. You can sense the tension increasing a little bit. Everything on the line here in a 1-1 match. Played back along to Alvarez. He has the only Ringgold goal. And Layton sends it back in the other direction. Jakei a header. Down to Owen Haywood, who's played well tonight. Left down on the far wing. Nice little run from Capicato. That rolls back out of play for a Mustang goal kick. And Layton again to take it. Mustangs have not seen overtime yet this year. Might we see it tonight? Mustangs work out of their own zone. Phillips going through Johns. Deflected back to Harry Radcliffe. Nico again. A little poke, give and go. Lemansky finding it again. Sent off on the near wing to Matt Lucas. Lucas into the box on the cross out in front, deflected in. The brace for Johns, the second of the game. And the Mustangs take a 2-1 lead here at the 15:34 mark of the second half. Lucas set it up again, and Johns with the finish. 2-1 Mustangs. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. You're a hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
A much-needed goal for Laurel Highlands coming here with 15:34 left in regulation. Lucas and Johns have had the hot hand here tonight. Nico Johns getting the goal. Matt Lucas the assist. 15:34 left here in the second half, of the Mustangs score it. And it's a 2-1 lead for Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands goal by number 22, Nico Johns, from number 16, Matt Lucas, at 15:34 remaining in the half.
Another blast there going right back to Jeremy Mullen. Third of the season for Nico Johns, who came into the match with a goal and 4 assists. Now make it 3 goals and 4 assists on the season for Nico. Matt Lucas picking up now 3 assists on the season with his 2 here tonight. He scored 4 goals for the Mustangs. Now the pressure back on the Rams' shoulders. Here's Jake I looking for Alvarez. And the Mustangs trying to hang on here and get a much-needed result and try to solidify that 4th and final playoff spot in the conference. Wouldn't lock it up by any means here tonight. They'll put the Mustangs in a much better situation than they would be getting or sitting in if they would lose this contest here today. Again, Laurel Highlands coming in, losers of 3 in a row. Drop contest against Belvern and TJ and Trinity. Their last win over Albert Gallatin all the way back on September 22nd. And a nice cover there from Layton with Alvarez right on the doorstep. And Ringgold's kind of felt the same way as of late. They've lost 5 of 6. Only win in that period coming on October the 1st, 2-0 over Albert Gallatin. The only other win came over the Mustangs in their second game of the season back on September the 16th at Joe Montana Stadium. Here's Jake I again, fronted there by Radcliffe. Sent forward on a nice little run from Shane Seiler. Off to Alvarez. Now Seiler again. Back in Alvarez's direction. Alvarez now going to the corner. Poked out. I think that was off of Hickel and out. Are they going to say off of Alvarez and out? Maybe it is off of Alvarez and out. Mustangs will take that. It'll be a goal kick for Zach Layton with 13:18 left here in the second half. Mustangs up 2-1. 2 goals from Nico Johns here tonight. Layton will leave it back over to Carson Seaman. Mustangs don't mind running a little clock right now as we go under 13 minutes left here in the second half, protecting a 1-0 or protecting a 2-1 lead, 1 goal lead on the scoreboard right now. Ian Hamilton back to Layton, but of course you don't want to become too complacent and then succeed and yield the equalizer. Goes back in Lemansky's direction. Sidesteps Brendan Vaccaro. There's Oliveris again. With Seiler on his hip, man, he flipped down. We play on. And Seiler tried to work down the far boundary. I think that was a little payback and maybe frustration there from Oliveris committing the foul. No card given, and now we are going to get a card. You can see the stare down on the far side from the official on Oliveris, and he's carded here with 12:07 left in the second half. Yellow card caution issued to Manny Oliveris. He'll have to sit out for 5 minutes. First card we've seen tonight as Manny's booked. And Johnny McDuffie will take the free kick here for the Rams. Clock moving again with 12:03 left here in the second half. Comes over to Lemansky. battling there with Seiler. Seiler winning the ball back for the Rams. Seiler chipped forward through Alvarez and scooped up there by Layton. Mustang keeper slowing things down. And lobbing it back off here on the near side. Played back in by Vaquero. Into Tyler Davis. And now Seiler trying to get around Radcliffe. Seiler low ball. Knocked down again by Ian Hamilton. Rams win possession back. 11-14 left here in the second half. 2-1 Mustangs. Lob on the backside. Look out here. And Ben Diamond making the smart move there, just sending it out of play with Noah Barno on his back. Throw in here for the Rams. Expect McDuffie to take it. He's been their long thrower throughout the course of the evening. He'll essentially create a corner kick situation here with this throw-in. Make it look a lot like a corner. He'll do just that. McDuffie on the blast. Look out here. Alvarez shot deflected down. Still loose in front of Layton. And then a lob back out to Alvarez again on the doorstep there for the Rams. Putting the pressure on Layton in the Mustang back line. Phillips trying to work around Fosnot. Haywood coming over to help out defensively as the Mustangs send it out of play. So 10-13 left here in the second half. Momentum swinging back in the Rams' direction. They've had more of the ball here over the last 5 minutes or so. Really since that Johns goal, you kind of sense that Ringgold knows the pressure's back on their shoulders, and they've had a little more offensive pressure on the Mustangs as more of the action's been in the Mustang zone. Laurel Highlands eligible to get Oliveras back in when we go under 7:07. And that yellow card came just before the 12-minute mark of the second half. Here's Colby Livingston. Sending it down back to Nico Johnson. Now Colby again on the give and go. Colby coming forward. Mustangs looking for an insurance goal. Colby Livingston still with it. Here's Colby from 25 yards out. Works back off to his left. Colby on the cross. Looking there for Johns. It's played back up top. Fosnot and Phillips there. And it goes wide of Shane Seiler and out for another Laurel Highlands throw-in. Phillips sends it back in. It's headed back in his direction from Lucas. Phillips down on the near side to Joey Lemansky. Lemansky trying to go wide of Vaquero. Lemansky staying with it, looking to pull it back to the top of the box. No Mustangs in the vicinity. Ringgold coming back here. Alvarez trying to free up Jake. Knocked down there by Seaman. 8:37 left in regulation time. Mustangs a 2-1 lead. Lemansky down to Lucas again. Lucas to the left of Davis. Comes forward here on the near side. Directs traffic off to his left. Lost the ball. Now tries to fight back, and look out here. Things getting physical between Seiler and Lucas. Lucas called for the foul. No card issued. Just those two fighting for positioning. And Seiler a junior, Lucas a junior for the Mustangs. Seems like Matt Lucas has been here forever. Playing two sports here in the fall. Wide receiver on the football team. Busy guy. Here's Lemansky. That one knocked down and rolled back in Zach Layton's direction. 7:41 left here in the second half. Mustangs readying Oliveras to check back in. What do we got here? Looks we have an injury here on the Ringgold side, so the clock will stop with 7:26 left here in the second half. That's Alvarez kind of holding the side of his leg. That would be a big injury for the Rams. He's been one of the spark plugs, the sophomore, since getting inserted in the game about 10 minutes in the first half. Played like a starter out there for Coach Matty Snyder's team. And now Carson Seaman with Jake Eye on him. Touch back from Phillips. And blasted through Nico Johns. Foz not retreating. He goes back to Mullen, who almost collided there with Colby Livingston. Rams now on the counter. Jake Eye. Cross out in front, went through Deskovic. And cleared back up top. Look out here. Blast from Seiler knocked down. Rams try to keep possession. 6:38 to play. Down 2-1. Played back Jake Eye. 4 Mustangs around him. Can't make much happen there. Again, the Mustangs cleared up the field. Laurel Highlands kind of going back and park the bus mode right now. Trying to protect a 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. Another whistle and a substitution here for the Mustangs. Take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Back here at Mustang Field, so the substitution actually taking a little time off the clock. Laurel Highlands doesn't mind that much at all. This juncture of the match, up 2-1. Matt Lucas pocket picked by Owen Haywood. Run short-lived. Ian Hamilton winning it back over to Radcliffe. Far side, over to Caleb Janoski. We saw some action late in the first half. Back out there for the Mustangs, trying to run it down to Livingston. Good job defending by Davis, and the keeper Mullen coming out. And we'll sky it high again. Bit of a short ball that time. Lemansky looking for it, but it's Seiler that finds it again for the Rams. Sent off on the near wing. A little touch there from Vaquero. Played back by Lucas. Over to Hickel. Daskovic on his back. Over to Lucas again. Lucas down the near wing. Up to Joey Lemansky. And poked back by Capicato. 4:45 to play. 2-1 lead for the Mustangs over the Rams. And rolled back, edge of the box, Zach Layton. He'll jog it back off to his left. Why not buy a few more seconds here? Now blast it back to center. 4:27 left here in the second half. Goes over to Joey Lemansky. Headed back in Phillips' direction. And look out here. We're going to get a foul on Lemansky. Any more just incidental contact. Fighting for the ball, sends Seiler down. Rams try to go quickly and quickly get it up to Seiler in his direction. Lucas finds it back for the Mustangs. A little clock kill here. Trying to clear the zone. Rams send it back in Seaman's direction. Carson Seaman now stepping up. Carson on the run. Slide tackle coming in there. Seiler again slowing it down. Slide tackles hurt a little bit more here on the turf than do on the natural grass surface. Another change for the Mustangs. Clock those stops on these changes in the second half. Take a quick timeout here in the South Union Township Sports Network. Lob back in by Patrick Hickle. Again, when we have changes in the final 5 minutes, the clock does stop. Phillips down to Colby Livingston. Check that. That's Janoski. Janoski on the far side. Crossing back out in front for Oliveris. And Oliveris losing it out there to Johnny McDuffie. It'll be a goal kick. Mullen will take it. 3:15 left in regulation. Mustangs up 2-1. Mullen blasts back to center. Headed there by Radcliffe on the far side, Ben Diamond. Back up in Janoski's direction. Down to Oliveris. And sent out of play by Brandon O'Connor. So where's Colby Livingston at right now on the field? And now a little talk here where this ball is going to go. They are going to rule it a goal kick. Mustang fans wanted a corner kick. It blasted back to center. Good header there from Phillips. Goes right back to Jeremy Mullen. 2:29 to play. Another header from Lucas. Looking for Phillips. Stepping in there, Owen Haywood. 2:18 to play. Haywood down the far boundary. Fans getting into it here. And a lot on the line. 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. Ball goes out of play. We have the clock stopped. What do we got? A yellow card issued to Jeremy Mullen, the keeper for the Rams. Wow. So a yellow card issued to Mullen, the keeper, in the final 2:10 of regulation. So he'll have to check out for 5 minutes. And we'll get a new keeper in now for the Rams. So not really the ideal time to pick up a yellow there for Mullen. And it looked like that was more of an unsportsmanlike conduct yellow card more than anything else. Take another quick timeout while they get a new keeper in. 2-1 lead for the Mustangs over the Rams. 2:10 left in regulation here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
New keeper for Ringgold. It looks like it's Johnny McDuffie. So McDuffie coming on to play goal with 2:08 left here in the second half. Here's Lemansky. Blasted back by Seaman on his horse Oliveris. Manny Oliveris got tripped up. Where's the foul? They're going to get it. Now is it going to be a penalty kick or ruled outside the box? Looks like they're going to rule outside the box, actually about 3 yards outside the box, about 21 yards from goal. But still a free kick here for the Mustangs. Looking for the insurance goal with 1:35 left on a running clock here in the second half. Mustang fans looking for a shot on goal here. It'll be Lemansky to take it, and he sends it into the back of the net. So Joey Lemansky on the free kick, giving the Mustangs an insurance goal and a 3-1 lead with 1:18 left in regulation. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Joey Lemansky giving the Mustangs the insurance goal they were looking for, picking up his second of the season. Coming here with 1:18 left in the second half.
1 minute and 18 seconds of the second half.
And that'll just about do it. Lead at 2 as we go under a minute left. And they'll go quickly here to Seiler. Seiler breaking into the box. Mustangs a little chip out. Another opportunity, and right on goal. Owen Haywood saved there by Zach Layton. Boys, this one been fun to watch. Haven't had too many lulls in the action here tonight. The Mustangs now a 2-goal lead over Ringgold. This one going right down to the wire. 34 seconds left. Patrick Hickle over to Radcliffe. This will certainly give the Mustangs a little bit of a comfort zone with two pretty tough games coming up. Laurel Highlands on the road. Mentioned next time up at Greensburg-Salem, but the other tough game, that matchup at Bell Vernon coming up on Saturday night. The Laurel Highlands an opportunity trying to lock up the final playoff spot in the conference. They won't clinch tonight, but well on their way to another WPIAL playoff appearance. Final score, 3-1, Laurel Highlands over Ringgold. Again, the Mustangs with 2 goals from Nico Johns, 2 assists from Matt Lucas. Joey Lemansky getting the insurance goal. Zach Alvarez, the lone goal for Ringgold tonight. Aiden Fosnot had the assist on the lone tally of the game for the Ringgold Rams. The Laurel Highlands improves to 4-5 overall, 4-5 in conference play. The Rams drop to 2-7 overall, and 2-7 in the conference. Now 2 games back of the Mustangs for the 4th and final playoff spot in the conference. But Laurel Highlands still with Albert Gallatin nipping on their heels. And those 2 teams will meet in the final conference game of the regular season coming up next Monday. Again, your final score here tonight, Laurel Highlands 3 and Ringgold 1. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith and his staff. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. Mustangs win it 3-1. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.